Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. So student, in the previous part of the video, we have discussed exercise 3.6 and we have solved few questions of question number 1 and one word problem of question number 2. And in that part, I told you that two questions are remaining and which I will discuss in the next class. So out of that two questions, the first question is that this is the second part of question number 2, that is two women and 5 men can together finish a embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the number of days taken by one woman alone to finish the work and also for one man. Okay, so see, there are two types of person. First is woman and second is man. Okay, so in first case there are 2 women and 5 men and they have to finish an embroidery work in how many days? 4 days. Okay, similarly in the second case 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work and also that taken by one man alone. So student, in the lower classes you have studied the concept of time and work. Okay, so this question is solved by that concept only. Okay, so whatever question is asking, we will assume first. Okay, so first what we will do, we will assume let the time taken by one woman to finish the work, okay, is equal to x days. Okay, and second case, time taken by one man to finish the work in y days. First you have to assume these two things. What I have used, I have written let the time taken by one woman to finish the work is x days and time taken by one man to finish the work is y days. Okay, so student, whenever we solve time and work type of question, we calculate 1 day work always. Okay, for example, if a person complete a work means one work in 5 days, so what is the work of him by 1 day? Okay, suppose a person is completing a work, it is a work and it is a day. If a person is completing a work in 5 days, then how much work will be done in 1 day? So this can be written by like that also. 5 days is equal to 1 work. You can see now. You can write in the reverse order also. If you are saying that one work is completed in 5 days, then you can also say in 5 days one work can be completed. So I have written 5 days may how much work? 1 work. Okay, so in 1 day how much work? So in 1 day 1 by 5 work can be completed. So in time and work question, we assume first we calculate the 1 day work of the person, because here is 2 persons, so we will calculate the 1 day work of a woman and the 1 day work of a man. So I think you have written this thing. So after that what you will write? So 1 day work of woman will be 1 by x. I told you na, if one work is completed in 5 days, or this thing can be written like this also. In 5 days how many work? 1 work. So in 1 day how many work? 1 by 5 work. We always assume a complete work is equal to 1. Whatever work we have to done, it is always equal to 1. Okay, and that much work we have to do. So one work how many days? 5 days. So it can be written in reverse order. So in 5 days how many work? 1 work. So in 1 day how many work? 1 by 5 work. So same, a woman complete a work in how many days? X days. So in x days, how many work she will do? So 1 day work of a woman will be 1 by x, and 1 day work of men, 1 day work of men, यहाँ woman and it is man, these are the singular. Okay, 1 day work of a woman, and of a man. Okay, so this we have calculated. What first we have assumed that a woman takes to complete a work in x days, so 1 day work will be 1 by x. A man takes to complete a work in y days, so 1 day work of a man is 1 by y. So I think this is clear. These two are the 1 day work of a woman and the man. Okay, now I am going to remove it because there are not so much space. Okay, now see student, 1 day work of a woman is 1 by x. It is the work of one woman. So if you have to calculate the 1 day work of 2 women, then what will be the answer? The answer will be twice of this. Okay, so because in the starting part of the question here is written 2 women, so I will calculate 1 day work of 2 women. 1 day work of a woman was 1 by x, so for 2 women that will be 2 by x. Similarly, 1 day work of 5 men. 1 day work of 1 man was 1 by y, so for 5 men that will be 5 by y. Okay, and when they both work together, they complete a work in how many days? 4 days. Okay, when they complete a work, they can complete the embroidery work in 4 days. So what we will do, we will add these two work, which will be equal to the 1 day work of both of them, that will be 1 by 4. So when we will add them, we will get 2 by x, this is the 1 day work of 2 women, plus 5 by y, this is the 1 day work of 5 men, and when both will be added, these two will be equal to 1 by 4. Why 1 by 4 student? Because they will complete the work in 4 days. So in 1 day how many work they will complete? 1 by 4. So that's why here is 1 by 4. So this is our equation number 1. Okay, just you have to take reciprocal. The woman was x days, so 2 by x, of 5 men, that is 5 by y, and when both will be added, because when both will be added, that will be the work of 1 day of 2 women and 5 men, and when both will be added, they will be equal to the 1 day work of them, that is 1 by 4. Similarly, in second case, 1 day work of 3 women, because of 1 woman was 1 by x, so for 3 women 3 by x. Similarly, 1 day work of 6 men, that will be 6 by x. Okay, and see, when both will be added, that will be the work of 1 day of both of them, so that will be equal to 3 by x plus 6 by x, and when 3 women and 6 men are working together, they finish in 3 days, so which will be equal to 1 by 3. Okay, so this will be our equation number 2. Okay, now you got 2 equations now student. So tell me one thing, see, I am going to explain one more time. See, we have to calculate the work done by a woman. Okay, we have to calculate that a woman can finish a work in how many days. So I have considered a woman can finish a work in x days. Okay, so she can finish the work in x days, so what will be the work of 1 woman of 1 day? That will be 1 by x. Similarly for men, it will be 1 by y, and then we found the condition that 2 upon x plus 5 upon y is equal to 1 by y, and the second case 3 upon x plus 6 upon y is equal to 1 by 3 is the second case. It is the first case and it is the second case. Okay, now you got two equations now. First equation is this and second equation is this. So I think you have formed the equation. Now only this much part is the different part. After that you can easily solve, and I told you how to solve this type of linear equations, because in these two equations both x and y in the denominator, so we have to first convert it into the linear form because they are not in linear form, and after that we will solve them. Okay, so two equation is, first I can write 2 upon x plus 5 upon y is equal to 1 by 4. Now student, I am going to erase all. Okay, I am going to erase the question because it is taking too much space. Okay, now see, this is the our equation number first, that 2 by x plus 5 by y is equal to 1 by 4 now. This is our first equation. So this can be written as 2 into 1 by x plus 5 into 1 by y is equal to 1 by 4. Now let, you can assume it, 1 by x equal to u and 1 by y equal to v. So when we will substitute this value in this equation, we will get 2 into u plus 5 into v equal to 1 by 4. So 2u plus 5v equal to 1 by 4. Now this is our equation number third, suppose, because 1 and 2 we have already formed. Now same case we will do for equation number second also. Okay, and second equation was, the second equation was 3 upon x plus 6 upon y equal to 1 by 3. Now this can be written as 3 into 1 by x plus 6 into 1 by y is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, now 1 by x was u, so 3 into u plus 6 into v equal to 1 by 3. So 3u plus 6v equal to 1 by 3. This is our equation number 4. Okay, now two equation you got in u and v. So you can solve them by any of the method. Okay, you can solve them by any of the method. So I am solving them with the help of elimination method. So suppose I want to remove u from both the equations, so I will make their coefficient equal. So here is 2, here is 3. So for making the coefficient of u equal of both two equations, what I will do, I will multiply equation 3 by 3 and equation 2 by 2. Okay, sorry, equation 4 by 2. This is our equation number 4. Equation 4 by 2. So what I will get? So here will be 6. First equation will be 6u plus 15v equal to 3 by 4. And when this is multiplied by 2, it will become 6u plus how much? 12v is equal to 2 by 3. Now solve it, because both you having the same sign and they will be subtracted. Okay, so minus minus minus, this is cancelled. Now 15v minus 12v will become, see, I am solving here because space is not there. So see, this will become, here is 3v and this will be 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3. I am solving here, okay, because it is not visible, I think. So 3v equal to 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3. Now take the LCM of these two. So 3v equal to, LCM will be 12, this is 9, this is 8. Okay, so 3v equal to 1 by 12. So v equal to, this 3 will be multiplied to this side, so 1 by 12 into 3. So v equal to 1 by 36. So you got the value of v now. You got the value of v. So you can put in any equation number 3 or equation number 4. So I am taking from equation number 3. From equation number 3. So equation number 3 was 2u plus 5v equal to 1 by 4. Okay. Now the value of v you can put. So 2u plus 5 into 1 by 36 equal to 1 by 4. So 2u plus 5 by 36 equal to 1 by 4. Now transfer it here. So 2u equal to 1 by 4 minus 5 by 36. Now take the LCM of 4 and 36. So LCM will come 36. So here will come 9, here will come 5. Okay, I hope you are understood this part. So I am going to erase. Okay. Now, so 2u equal to 4 upon 36. So this 4 will cancel 36 9 times. So 2u equal to 1 by 9. So u equal to 1 by 9 into 2, because this 2 will multiply to this side. So u equal to 1 by 18. So the value of u is 1 by 18 and the value of v is 36. Okay. But in the actual question, there was not u and v. There was x and y. So because u were equal to 1 by x now, and the value of u is 1 by 18. So 1 by 18 is equal to 1 by x. Now when you will cross multiply it, so x equal to 18. Similarly you will do for v also. So v is equal to how much value? 1 by 36. And v was actual 1 by y. So 1 by y is equal to 1 by 36. So when you will cross multiply it, you will get 36 equal to y or y equal to 36. Because x and y was in days, so x and y was in days. So what will be the answer, student? Answer will be one woman can finish a work. One woman finish the work in how many days? X days. And because the value of x is 18, so it means 18 days. Similarly, a man finish a work in how many days? Y days. And the value of y is 36, so answer will be 36 days. So this will be your answer. A woman can finish the embroidery work in 18 days and a man can finish the work in 36 days. So I hope you have understood. Basically all the calculation parts are same. Just the difference is that first what you have to do, whatever question is asking, just assume it. Let a woman can finish the work in X days, let a man can finish a work in Y days. After that you calculate 1 day work of a woman. So if she is completing a work in X day, so 1 day work of a woman will be 1 by X. Similarly 1 day work of a man will be 1 by Y. And according to the question, make the equations and solve them. Or in the end you will get a woman can finish that work in 18 days and a man can finish a work in 36 days. Okay, so this is the answer of second part of the question. So please note down. Okay, so this is the solution of part second of question number 2. Now one question is left, that is third part of question number 2. Okay, so I hope you have understood this part. So I am going to tell you the solution of third part of a question number 2. Okay, and this I will not write in the board because it is too much big question. So I hope you are having a book of NCERT. Okay, so I am going to solve question number 2 part 3. Okay, now students listen. Ruhi travels 300 km to her home partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 16 km by train and remaining by bus. In the next line, if she travels 100 km by train and the remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer. Find the speed of train and the bus separately. Okay. Now see, in this question, Ruhi is a girl. Okay. Ruhi is a girl and she has to go how much kilometer? 300 kilometers. Suppose she has to go 300 kilometers. Okay. And this distance she will cover by two ways. First by train and partly by bus. Okay. So in the first case, she takes 4 hours if she travels 60 km by train and remaining by the bus. Now students, suppose Ruhi is starting from this point. Okay. Ruhi starts from this point, and after that, after completing 60 km by train, okay, suppose she is going 300 km and first 60 km she has completed by train. So if she has to go how much distance? 300, and out of 300 km she has covered 60 km by train, then what is the distance left? The distance left will be 300 minus 60. So this distance will be 240 km, and this distance she will cover by bus. Okay. And in overall journey, how much time she is taking? She is taking 4 hours. So now, first we will assume the speed of train and the speed of bus. So I am going to assume, let speed of train is x km per hour and speed of bus is y km per hour. Okay. So according to the question, first condition. What is the first condition? First she goes 60 km by train and remaining distance by bus. So because she has to go 300 km, so first she has covered 60 km and then she has covered 240 km by bus. So in both the distances, she will take some time now to complete this much journey. So time, what you do, you can assume the time taken by train is T1 and the time taken by bus is T2. So what you will do, time taken by train, that is T1. Suppose, so you know now, distance is equal to speed into time. So time is equal to distance upon speed. This you know. So time taken by train, that will be equal to distance upon speed, and distance, because in the first condition she is going 60 km by train, so 60 will be upside and speed of train is x. So this is the T1. Okay. Now time taken by bus, that is T2, and that is again speed upon distance. So distance upon speed. So in this case, bus distance is 240 and speed is y. Okay. Now student, listen. She has to go 300 km, but she has covered partly by train and partly by bus. So partly by train she has taken 60 by x time, and partly by bus she has taken 240 by y time. When you will add these two time, this will be equal to the total time of the journey. And in this case, she is taking how much time? 4 hours she is taking for completing the journey. So I can say, when we will add T1 plus T2, so this time will be equal to 4 hours, because overall she is taking how much time? 4 hours she is taking. So when we will add both two time, that will be equal to the 4. Now put the value of T1 and T2. So T1 is 60 upon x and T2 is 240 upon y, which is equal to 4. This is our equation number 1. This is our first condition. Okay. So I hope you have understood. This is the first condition. Now what is the second condition? If she travels 100 km by train and the remaining by bus. So again, for second condition, student, for second condition, distance is again same. She has to go how much? 300 km. And in this case, she is covering first 100 km by train and remaining. If she will cover 100 km by train, then the remaining she will complete it by the bus. So the remaining distance will be 200 km, and that distance she will cover by bus. So again same thing you will do in second condition. In second condition, again same case you will do. So again you will write time taken by train. So again T1 you can assume, and this is time is equal to distance upon speed. So by train she is calculating 100 km and the speed of the train is x. So 100 upon x. Similarly, time taken by bus. Time taken by bus. So it is T2 and this is equal to 200 upon y. And these two things you can understand by this concept, distance upon speed. So in this case, when she is traveling whole distance by train and buses, she is taking 10 minutes longer. Means in first case she was taking 4 hours, now she is taking 10 minutes longer, means 4 hours and plus 10 minutes more. So what you will do? I am going to erase this part, student. Okay? So in the second case, student, I am writing here. Okay. So in the second case, so she will take 4 hours plus 10 minutes more. So in 10 minutes you can convert in hour. So 4 hours plus 10 by 60. This is the total time, because she is taking 10 minutes more. Now put the value of T1 and T2. So T1 is 100 by x and T2 is 200 by y. And when you will solve it, you will get 4 plus 1 by 6. So 100x upon 200y is equal to, when you will take LCM will be 6 and 24 plus 1. So 100 by x plus 200 by y is equal to 25 by 6. This is our equation number 2. Now two equation you got now. First was this and second is this. So two equation you got. Again these two type of equation you can reduce by substituting other variable. Okay. So note down this part. Now I am going to erase all part, okay? You can remember. You will repeat the videos as many times as you want, okay? So our first equation was, student, our first equation was 60 by x plus 240 by y equal to 4. This is our first equation. So this can be written as 60 into 1 by x plus 240 into 1 by y equal to 4. Now substitute, let 1 by x equal to u and 1 by y equal to v. Now put, so it will come 60 into u plus 240 into v equal to 4. So 60u plus 240 v equal to 4. This is our equation number 3. Same we will do for equation number 2. From equation number 2, this is our equation number 1. So equation number 2 was 100 by x plus 200 by y is equal to 25 by 6. So same thing we will do. Same thing we will do whatever we have done for equation number 1. So it can be written as 100 into 1 by x plus 200 into 1 by y equal to 25 by 6. Now it will become 100 into u plus 200 into v equal to 25 by 6, because 1 by x was u and 1 by y was v. So 100 u plus 200 v equal to 25 by 6, equation number 4. Now you got two equation more, that is equation number 3 and equation number 4, and they both are in u and v, so you can solve them by any of the one method. So I am using elimination method. So see, here is 60, here is 100. What do? You can take the multiple of 60. The multiple of 60 is 60, 120, 180, 240, 300. And the multiple of 100 is 100, 200, 300. So in both the two multiple, the first multiple common is 300. So equation 3 can be multiplied by 5, because when this is multiplied by 5, it will become 300. And when equation 4 is multiplied by 3, it will become also 300. So I am eliminating u also. So first equation will be 300u plus, when it is multiplied by 5, it will come 1200v equal to 20, and this equation will become 300u plus 600v equal to, and when this 25 by 6 is multiplied by 3, it will become 25 by 2. You can check it. Okay, I have multiplied equation 3 by 5. So when this is multiplied by 5, we got this equation, and when this equation is multiplied by 3, we got this equation. Okay, now subtract these two. So this will be cancelled, and 1200v minus 600v will become 600v, and here minus, so 20 minus 25 by 2. Now 600v equal to, when you will take LCM, 2, so 40 minus 25, so 600v equal to 15 upon 2. Now v equal to 15 upon 2, and this 600 will multiply to the denominator, so 600. Okay, so this will be cancelled, 50 and this is 40. So v equal to 1 by 2 into 40, so v equal to 1 by 80. So the value of v is 1 by 80. Now from any equation you can get the value of, from any equation you can get the value of u. So from equation number 3, this is the long question, so don't be panic. First equation number 3 was 60u plus 240v equal to 4. This was our equation number 3. So put the value of v here. So 60u plus 240 into the value of v is 1 by 80 equal to 4. Now this is cancelled 3 times. So 60u plus 3 equal to 4. So 60u equal to 4 minus 3. So 60u equal to 1. So u equal to 1 by 60. So by solving equation 3 and 4, we got the value of u and v. But u and v was not in the actual question. We have replaced it. Okay. So u was equal to 1 by x, and u equal to, how much we got? 160. So 1 by 60 equal to 1 by x. When we will cross multiply it, we will get x equal to 60. Similarly, v was 1 by y, and the value of v we got is 1 by 80. So 1 by 80 is equal to 1 by y. When you will do cross multiply, so y will be equal to 80. So what was x and what was y? X was the speed of train and y was the speed of bus. So the speed of train is x, and that is equal to how much? 60 km per hour. And speed of bus was y, which is 80 km per hour. So in the end we find the value of speed of train and speed of bus. So this question, student, we have completed, and by completing this question, this chapter is also completed. Exercise 3.7 we will do in the revision classes. So up to here we consider that our chapter number 3 is completed. So whatever problems you are having, you can ask in the doubt session regarding chapter number 3 and solve as many questions as you want, because when you will do lot of practice, then you will be efficient of this chapter, of solving the question of this chapter. Okay, so at the end of the 15th part of this chapter, we have finished our chapter number 3. So from next part I will start chapter number 4, that is quadratic equation. So finish your work as quick as you can, and I hope you will understand all the things in the upcoming classes. Okay, so till then our chapter number 3 is completed, and from next video we will start our chapter number 4, that is quadratic equation. So till then, children, have a nice day, take care, and what I say. Okay, so have a nice day. Okay, thank you.